All right, good to see you once more on the program. It is City Stand, and I'm Michael. Definitely, what is happening in the country, still the state of the nation, and what has the Chief of Defense Staff has stated this morning on Nigerian dailies. He said yesterday, when he appeared before the House of Representatives, that the arrest of Simon Ekpa, that's the pro-Biafran agitator, has reduced insecurity in the southeast. And let's see how true this is. Of course, before the commencement of the program, our respondents on the platform we're arguing about this, and we need to look deep into it as it really truly reduced insecurity in the southeast, the arrest of Simon Ekpa. Also, to the move by the Southwest governors. Can we have a replica of this in the southeastern region? The move by the Southwest governors in eliminating or taking out ISWAP in the southwestern region. We are going to be discussing this this morning also. Okay, the Obasa issue, we said we're not going to talk about it this morning. Yeah, I think we discussed it like twice, on the program, and which we just need to leave that aside. Let's go to the southeastern region, the CDS. That's Mustafa Christopher. If I'm not making a mistake, Mustafa Musa Christopher. Musa Christopher. On this. All right, quickly to what we have here on the front page of the Punch. Governor's team up against ISWAP elements and bandits. You can see this on page 2. The Punch newspaper. Opposition demands impeached speakers probe as ESC meets Lagos Assembly leaders. Page 30 of the Punch newspaper is talking about this. That's Obasa's impeachment. GSC meets Lagos Assembly leaders. So let's see what will come out of this this move by the GC in Lagos State. Okay, Unitide. CBN finds 9 banks 1.35 billion naira for ATM cash scarcity. Of course, we've been blaming the federal government for what we passed through during the Unitide, that the cash scarcity, cash crunch, and we have a development coming from that angle as the federal government has fined 9 banks 1.35 billion naira for cash scarcity in the Yolita. He said more of that. That's what Kunle is saying. Nigeria earned 50 trillion naira from crude oil in 2024. This is a report. Nigeria earned 50 trillion naira from crude oil in 2024. You can see this on page 21 of the Punch newspaper. Now to this day newspaper. What was this day saying on its front page? Customs targets 6.58 trillion naira revenue for 2025, collected 6.11 trillion naira in 2024. Now to the major headline on the front page of this day newspaper: food security. On food security, federal government takes delivery of 255 tractors for distribution to farmers. Federal government is taking delivery of 255 tractors for distribution to farmers. One of our reviewers is saying that they won't start selling it, and that's what the government needs to look into very, very, very well. Okay, I said it earlier on that Musa Christopher, the CDS, has said that the arrest of Simon Ekpa, the pro-Biafran dictator, has reduced insecurity in the southeast. We shall be discussing this this morning.
Correct.
Okay, somebody's already saying that is not correct. Chinedu, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yes,
why did you say that? That is not correct. In what way?
It is not correct.
Is it not visible? Are you not seeing it?
There's nothing like that, because what they are trying to tell the people is that, the government is already at ease with the absence of Simon Ekpa on social media. Simon Ekpa on social media, looking at him breeds terror within the military security structure. But when you talk about how to bring security in the entire eastern part of the country, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu holds the key. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unconditionally released.
Unconditionally.
Yes, that's when we talk about the issue that has to do with insecurity in that. You see, what the CDS is unfortunate, because the Nigerian military, I'm not trying to say anything bad against them, they have become too, I don't know, we are not seeing that, that discipline. We are not seeing that, what they are known for. They have been, they have created a space for politicians to infiltrate, the military and create a kind of, corruption within the military professionalism, within the rank and file, like what Mr. Tay is trying to, put me through. So if he has come out to say the absence of Simon Ekpa has created some sort of peace in the East, I don't think that is correct.
Are you saying this based on your own opinion, or it is what we know?
Bros, I observed it. It's something I observed. It's something I know, that eastern part of the country, security is centered on Nnamdi Kanu's release. There's nothing you can tell me about Simon Ekpa being factored into this. What the military or the government is enjoying is just that propaganda on social media by Simon Ekpa. That's what they are enjoying now. Because when Simon Ekpa say, hit them at there, Ugeli, hit them at Uli, hit them at this, most of those things does not happen.
Are you speaking for Simon Ekpa?
I am not speaking for him, but I'm not speaking for him. I'm trying to tell you that assertion by the CDS or whoever he is, saying that there's peace in the eastern part of the country.
So it has reduced.
Bro, it has not reduced anything. You need to go there and understand that the people are still being killed. The security structure, information in the eastern part of the country are still being facing unknown gunmen. Are you not hearing about unknown gunmen? Whether they came from heaven, we don't know, whoever they are. But what we are saying is this, that without the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody should talk about the army should stop embarrassing us. Look at what happened in Bronu, where over 50 people lost their lives. But what are we talking about? Are they not sensing it? Are you not seeing the Southwest governors running up and down now? But this is what we have been shouting for years. I'm one of the people that was shouting about what is happening now for years. I shouted it to an extent that a lot of people thought it is not possible. It's not going to happen. In Lagos, I told you that what from the security report we had from Gani Adam, the OPC leaders at that time, he said they have already planted cells within Lagos State government. They have their cells. Boko Haram have their cells in Lagos State. It's not a joke. Reality, I'm telling you. And when these people, when you see them, the military are there for over 20, 30 years now, they have not been able to stop insecurity in Nigeria. So what are you telling me? The government are benefiting. The government themselves are the known government in the eastern part of the country. So Buhari deliberately championed insecurity to destabilize the eastern part of the country by going that extra mile to carry out illegality, by kidnapping, knowing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu automatically controls over 80 million people around the world. That is just the truth. So what is that telling you is that that
You mean it's assertion that
bros,
Simon Ekpa's arrest has reduced the
bros,
tension?
there
Insecurity
is not,
is fake.
bros, there is nothing like that. What is happening, whether Simon Ekpa is there or not there, is happening till tomorrow. I remember there was a statement credited to, though I don't like that kind of statement, coming from the governor of Anambra State, where he said that even if Mazin Namdekanu is released, insecurity in the eastern part of the country will not stop. What does that tell you?
It has gone
Bro,
beyond.
I'm telling you, what the government has planted, what they have bred over the years,
has gone beyond what Mazin Namdekanu can solve.
they are going to face it. That's what they have bred. What is happening in Nigeria, the government, the system, the Fulani oligarchy, hegemony, that are the people that bred. It is spreading now. Is it not coming to West? It's coming to West now. When we are saying a few years ago that it's coming, nobody believed it, but it's coming. Because when you begin to study the way and operations of the campaign that is coming from the Funta Jalon, you will know that it will just a matter of time. It will have a relaxed space here in Nigeria. The only fear they are having, you see, I expected Christian leaders, top powerful Christian leaders in this country to stand up and begin to make. But government is going down. This government, one day you will notice that what happened in Syria will happen in Nigeria.
Has he got into that?
How do we get to a point where the whole Southwest governors are running up and down now? Is it because we are not privileged to have access to security informations? They are privileged, they have enough, and they knew that this thing has gotten to the point. You saw Igbo making a statement that, arm me, let me go and face them. Igbo was saying it.
Yeah.
It is not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a joke. Let me say
This is something Mazin Namdekanu has been shouting over the years, but they looked at him because the system, Nigerian system, is being controlled by Fulani oligarchies. The government, if you don't appeal to them, you're not going to become a senator. If you don't appeal to them, you're not going to become a minister. You don't appeal to them. To able to stand up, it is time. Bro, if it makes, see, I keep on saying it that possibly Nigeria may end and everybody goes their way. Because it cannot be continued to threaten in less than how many months the northern part of the country has removed their hand from power. They are already disturbing everywhere.
everywhere. Just how many a year?
So you can see the decentralization that is going on in aviation sector. You can see the decentralization that is going on in the military. You can see the decentralization that is going on in the navy. Yes, because see, if you don't do that, they will use it against you. These are the people who are not ready to live a normal life. An average Fulani man is not ready to live, and they are not Nigerians. They are not ready to live a normal life. Yes, they have conquered Hausas in the north, politically, militarily, and otherwise. I will must give that to the British colonial masters for instigating, because they have already, Lord Lugard have already understood it, the Fulani Funta Jalon, before he even came to Nigeria. Because Nigeria is not the first place he carried out colonization. He has been doing it within some other top African countries at that time before he finally. So he has always had this privilege of having relationship.
Now we saw a move by the Southwest governors over the influx of bandits, and other terrorist groups in the southwestern region, the southwest. Now, what's happening to the southeast governors?
Let me tell you,
It seems that
see, they are errand boys. Bros,
there's
let me tell you,
division among them.
Bros, let's go and look at what all these Okalo
Because it's a
states.
situation whereby some
Go and look
some
at-
governors
go
are
and look at-
consulting.
go-
Some governors are consulting Sanwo-Olu here in Lagos, Sheyi Makinde calling Sanwo-Olu, Dr. Abiodun calling Sheyi Makinde. There's this synergy
Yes.
among all of them.
Exactly.
What happens to the Southeast?
Oga conquest. Oga conquest.
Because we shouldn't expect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to solve everything.
Yeah, he has to.
Okay.
He has to.
Okay.
Let me tell you, he has to.
Okay.
When it comes to national security, he has to.
What about the governors themselves?
Let me tell you, that's what I'm telling you. Who is manipulating the political power in the eastern part of the country? Those who are manipulating it are the people who are making sure that their stooge takes position as governors in those areas. And in the midst of high-level threats, they keep quiet because they know that if they shout, what happened in Imo State can happen to anybody. So what you are seeing, the silence of the eastern governors is a sign of conquest.
And don't you think these governors should do away with partisan politics?
Bro, let me
We
tell
have
you.
a situation whereby PDP is ruling Oyo State. In Lagos here is APC. Ogun State, APC. Now let's go back. And here, Osun, PDP. And here, there's synergy, there's unity among all of them when it comes to security issues. Now, let's go to the Southeast. Governor of Imo State, I think is an APC member. The APC is controlling that state. When you move to Anambra, it's being controlled by ABGA, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And some other states. Abia State, Labour. Now, what's happening? What's happening among the Southeast governors?
Well, can I tell you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. At the center stage of everything is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Do they really have the interest of the citizens,
Yeah,
the masses at heart?
I watched the president when he descended, when he came to Enugu. I watched the eastern governors. None of them had that courage because they have been subdued. They have been turned to, stooge. To mention to Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Bro, all these governors you are seeing now, they are no longer, people does not. Bro, in my voyage to the eastern part of the country, I discovered that every Dick and Harry, an old woman of 98 years inside his hut, is talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most of them does not even know the name of their governor. The only name that occurs to them is that man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gotten to the level that it has become the symbol of both the governor, political symbol, social symbol, in all ramifications. They know that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released, the influence of the governors in the eastern part of the country will be dwarfed, and the network that bred insecurity in the eastern part of the country will be checkmated.
Definitely, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention is because of the southeastern governors. They are not making that move.
Bro, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Even if it is being believed and assumed that the eastern governors are not taking the necessary steps to make sure that the supreme leader himself is released. There's a reason for that.
Do they see him as supreme leader?
Bros, you might not understand what I mean, because he who holds the mantle of command and control is seen as a leader.
Command and control
of the people.
Does Hope Uzodinma sees it that way?
He will not.
Does he see that way?
No, when I'm telling you, when you say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, sit at home now, what the governors will obey. That's what I'm talking about. It has no option. But that's not what we are talking about. What you are seeing is just mere political power given to them by the Fulanis. The people know who is their leader as it stands today. The people, the eastern part of the country, they know who is the leader. Can Hope Uzodinma come out and say, yeah, nobody will listen to him? Because the only governor that has a breath of life in the eastern part of the country is that man. People are still watching him from Abia State, the governor of Abia State. People are still watching him because we can never trust them. He's been documented as I'm talking to you now, and he knew that if you go contrary to what the people of that state stood for, they have a lot definitely to lose. But the fact still remains that whether the governors like it or not, the way and manner other people were released, Igbo was released or whatever was released, in the same manner that Tinubu should find it right to order for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, considering the fact that what Nnamdi Kanu has been talking about, agitating, is a reality. There's insecurity in the Middle Belt, there's insecurity in the North, in the West, Yoruba land too. Is it not enough for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to forget whatever agreement you had with the Northerners over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and do the needful? And what is the needful? Let the federal government withdraw whatever charges they have against Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly meet good morning. I know you want to respond to what Oyede just said now. Is it true that the arrest of Simon Ekpa has reduced insecurity in the south?
Yeah, drastically it has reduced. Because what was trending there was do as I say. And what's it called? Samuel Ekpa turned himself to garrison commander that will begin dishing out instruction from Finland there. And the worst thing is people that are supposed to be enlightened to disobey the information dishing out from him, they will still follow suit. And I think you could see the sit at home. There's no more sit at home. That one has even.
Are you sure?
I don't think it's not really working. Okay. It's not really working. It's not really effective. It's not really effective.
There's one of our viewers in the southeast now, King Joe Ogba. I want to know. I want to give response to this. When he has gone, he was there December. We want to know if it's still going on there.
If it's still going on, Uyeze will have been trapped in that region now, as I'm talking to you.
It's only on Monday.
So there's no status. And I have to say categorically that what could Samuel Ekpa cost in that state, in that region, I mean, it needs to be punished for it, because you are just deceiving some youths that don't even know their left from their right, and you are pushing them to be fighting governments of the states. And you see what Oyeze said, that they don't count their governors as governors. I think I totally disagree with it, because you were there when they were having the votes. Some people voted for them. And you cannot say those people that voted for those governors, they are not Southeasterners. They are not relevant. I think we say some things out of context. And I can tell you what the problem with the Southeast is within the Southeast. Their problem is within that same region. Once you don't respect your leader, who else do you want to respect? There can't be any productivity. There can't be any movement forward. And I can say it loud and clear, that the Southeast needs to go back and have a rethink of resetting that region back. The leaders, I was listening to Atoeze, that he said, okay, they have to beg the president, because the president was not the cause of their problem. And you could see prior to that election, during the campaign, the Southeast, majority of people that are antagonists against that, they are bringing up antagonism against the president, while the Southeast, you know, there was nothing they did not say. Is a drug guy, is it this, is it that, is it this? We cannot accept drug guy as a, so there's problem already in which, maybe everybody has to go to, for God to just have mercy on that region. And about Nnamdi Kanu, I can say the Nnamdi Kanu case is on board now as it is. Within some months now, I think it will be released. The way I'm seeing it, and the way yes, I can clarify. I can clarify. Auto Eze, they had an engagement with Tinubu when Tinubu went, what's it called, Southeast, and the number one thing, number one agenda they put on the table is release Nnamdi Kanu, and that will really push in the effects of insecurity that is happening. Because every average Southeasterner man is ready to die because of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, to yes. Some of our viewers are saying it's nobody.
It's somebody. That's the problem. Once you don't respect your leader, who do you want to respect?
Some call him a Fanga.
I mean, yes. And it's the one front in it. You say your father did something, you beat him. For your area, you can see what we say. That's your Hebrew. Can you imagine? I don't know why. I don't know where that's. Beat your father. Beat your father. It's an adage. It's like, wow. It's a taboo. It's a big taboo.
No matter how wrong you do,
it's a taboo. The father that gave back to you.
Hello, sir. Maybe you should correct what you said. Maybe you should correct. You should make him understand what you said.
Caliber of person.
And this is what man.
So it's part of what we are saying.
That's it.
If you don't respect your leader, how will you be able to move on? How will you be able to have a very balanced, peaceful region? It's not.
We saw the one that says Southwest governors to solve the issue of insecurity in their region. The likes of Sheyi Makinde, Dr. Abiodun, Governor Sanwo-Olu, Adeleke of Osun State, and the rest. Yes. But can't we see the same move in the Southeast on the issue of insecurity?
Thank you very much, Mike. But the Southwest governors that are just coming together, I think they have slept in slumber for a while. And that is why the leaders are telling them, the Obas are telling them that they ought to have been proactive. I'm talking of the Obas. They are telling the governors, where were they? I think Sheyi Makinde knew all this problem, that Ibarapa area, where those people are channeling, enter the Southwest, they have a border. It's part of the border. They wanted, yes, the border. Thank you, sir. And the border. They have a border that is really linked to Shaki, really linked to Iseyin, really linked to a lot of Southwest, states. Southwest towns. And this man called Governor Sheyi Makinde, you knew all these things. You've never been proactive. And this governor, I said governor. Come on, I said governor. Governor Sheyi Makinde. Yes, Governor Sheyi Makinde, right? I can say Sheyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, did not deem it fit. And to just work on artificial intelligence, to be able to capture all these borders and work on all those borders. And it was so, docile, just to be looking at the event until he's not in charge of police. Where is he? He's a governor. But what happened to Igboho when Igboho was crying out loud in that axis? When one erudite man from Germany, he's a professor from Germany, he came in, he has spent almost 20-something years in Germany, and he said, let me bring my fruit of the labor back home so that I can set up my region. And he embarked on a large-scale farming. The bandits, they enter his farm, they destroy his farm, and they kill the guy. And they kill the guy. Where was Sheyi Makinde then? Where was Sheyi Makinde? Yes, I'm saying it. Come.
Is it Makinde?
Where is he? Where is Makinde? Go and sit down. Where was Sheyi Makinde then? Because Sheyi Makinde has a security vote, number one. Number two, Sheyi Makinde, as it is, he can collaborate with all these other governors. But they turn politics, they turn partisan politics, and forget about the citizen. There was no collaboration. If not now that they're coming together again. So I know what I'm saying. So anybody that is just yes, I know what I'm saying. They should forget about partisan politics. And because you are there to protect your citizen. and you are being appointed or you are being voted for to take care of your citizens, and they abandon it for a while. When the where were all of them when they knew that all these people they have been, it's not today they've been encroaching now. They know. That is why the leaders, the Oba said, they want to know more than the Oba of the land. They said they should be proactive. They ought to be proactive. When you're not proactive, you're docile, that means that the enemy will just enter you easily. That's what we're saying. It's my region. I have a right to criticize them. I have a right to criticize those leaders.
The reason why you are criticizing because it's a PDP state. That's why you are talking.
Childless.
It's a PDP state. That's why you are talking.
What did I say altogether? I say all the governors of the southwest, they ought to be proactive. I mean, look at if a 5-year-old boy is saying all this, I would say he's a 5-year-old boy, and an adult like you. And I'm telling you, what is affecting what the Oba said, the king, A-list king, what they are saying, that they ought to be proactive. Are they not in the custody of the governors of the state?
Let's go quickly move to the comment section. You have never been in the southeast. Can't you talk about what you know? Is EKPA discussing the killing in the north?
The world is a global village, and thank God for the media. Thank God for the media we have. So I don't need to be there to know what is happening in the southeast. I'm well informed with information. I follow the information. I can tell you wholeheartedly everything that is going in all the regions. So to me, that's not a question to answer for me.
Musa is talking trash. Why can't he end insecurity in the north?
Musa. Thank you very much. The Musa you are saying, the Musa does not even have that power as the chief of defense staff that time.
Chief of defense
staff, please. Chief of defense staff. And the guy should get it right that Musa belongs to the Christian Kaduna, says Christian part of the Southern Kaduna minority. And do you know the pressure they gave those minorities, the killings that was happening in the circle of the Christian there? Yes, under El-Rufai. And that was why they denied El-Rufai the appointment that he ought to have gotten under Tinubu here, because there was a lot of petition that the senators were bringing on the table. That what happened? How come that massacre was happening in your state and you're not even you didn't deem it fit to rise up to the occasion on that process? The Christians were killed, they were massacred, and that means I'm talking about. I don't mind all this one now. When they think everything they think is about all this one.
Let's give Baba privilege. Baba, can I come in? You cannot come in. See, I say I give Baba privilege. Come in here. Thank you. No, I'm ready. You are the mediator now. I'm not mediator. You met me here. You met Baba here. You said, can you come in?
Authentic.
You're welcome.
Authentic. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Keferi is saying something very important here. When MNK that man said it many years ago, you guys never believed him, but it's showing in you guys right now. That's the issue of security. Remember when you were saying you need to take actions now. If not, they will come to the
You know, I said something yesterday concerning how Fulani people gradually were running places. I mentioned Elori, I mentioned Parasite, I mentioned Kogi, I mentioned Benue, alright? So, what Nnamdi say, they were politicizing it. This question and I'm happy that it's happening now. Okay? So, even they blame that partially I agree with them. Partially I agree because at that time it was very Fulani that was in charge. I see no way Buhari could have helped Makinde. Because when Otto was shouting, crying, lamenting, weeping, please, didn't you want to? What did Buhari say? He said, cooperate with them. Is it not what Buhari said? So that's why Makinde, no one can blame Makinde totally. Alright? Because the Fulani president was the president of Nigeria then. they put Fulani chairman. Now the appeal want to make to our own man now, our own brother Tinubu is there. He should try to gently diplomatically dismantle those things that Fulani president were put. Alright? That is even worrying Southeast. Okay, because Buhari doesn't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Because Nnamdi Kanu was the problem of Buhari for instance security network which he put there that blocked Fulani people not to overrun our place. And then Nnamdi Kanu was saying, I'm not talking only our own. Southwest, all of us are South. Both Yoruba and Igbo were the same block, the same brother, the same South, and we have the same thinking and all the rest. Let us now see a way of getting our place. They are taking part of our place. Kwara is part of our place, half of it. Kogi is part of our place, half. Some people speak Igbo in Kogi. You understand? So these people have overrun it. Let us know Benue, that's our Benue. Even though that Autumn is 7 men in one, Autumn. Buhari wanted to kill him so that they can take that because they wanted to use this thing to launch, Benue to launch. The moment they conquer Benue, it will be easy for them to conquer East and part of the West. You understand? So what we're saying is that the issue of security of Nigeria should not be downplayed or politicized because Fulani, we know their history with the British people and all the rest. Okay? Ghana resisted them for years. You saw how Ghana resisted them with united mind. Now, I thank the Southwest governor that they are coming together because Yoruba people happen to know politics 10 times better than Easterners. That's why now, Makinde downplay his political space. This one that played this, they came together. That's exactly what Eastern people supposed to have done. That's the question you're asking. On your understand? That's what they're supposed to have done.
Are they not politicizing it?
Yeah, but Eastern people are politicizing it. If they have behaved like Southwestern people now, it's included because we know one governor. You, all of you that are not Igbos, they know. People know that we have one governor that Fulani people planted in there. Only one governor. Other people are half. Now, OT is the only person that 100% listen. And that governor that the Fulani people planted there as their own listen. Now is the problem we have. Using a black uniform to give Fulani people. You understand? So these are the problem. It's obvious. Even the president knows it. The president is overall far off everywhere. Now that he is in charge, it's not Fulani that is the president. Now he's supposed to tell that governor somewhere there that man, seeing the Fulani people have even infiltrated our Nigerian armed forces. You know that greater percentage of our soldiers now are Fulani. They are fifth columnists. Okay, they are not our own soldiers we recruited. We have a lot of problem in the security. Yes. I told you people last 3 weeks that the president, for us to get the security things right, the president should give somebody like those in neutral Yoruba army chief, give them secret and private instruction to do away with those fifth columnists that Buhari put in there. Without that, we'll be wasting our time. Because when you move 10 miles forward, they will draw us 20 miles backwards. They're already there. Remove them first. I said it 3 weeks ago. When you remove them, then you stand firm to give command. Are you going to give command to people that is not your own people? Yeah. You don't have to do that. So we have a lot of things. Even the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the president knows what to do. And I know he's going to do it. And the moment the president releases Nnamdi Kanu, he will work with Nnamdi Kanu to do away with all insecurity in the Southeast. The moment he releases, some of the conditions he will give you is, are you going to work with me to make sure that the thing is neat in the board, the security? Yes, this is some of the conditions because our president understands politics.
And do you think Kanu will be able to achieve that? Remember what Soludo said? Soludo, that even if Kanu is released today, he can't solve the issue of this.
What Soludo is saying is nonsense, and he denies it. I saw it in my food. He's denying it. Soludo is saying nonsense because Soludo is looking for what he will say to gain the patronage of the federal government, and they are suspected him that he wants to become to APC. These people are nobody. That's why I'm proud of Southwest people. Even the North, they are better than us in politics. Okay? Igbo people are not good in politics. They're only good in business and education. All those kind of things. Do you understand? So let them work. President should undermine all these SSCs and do this so as to have peace in his own country. He is the owner of this country now, the president. He is the leader of this country. He is the father of this country. Let him release Nnamdi Kanu because I know he's going to release it because he is not Islamic fundamentalist. Our president is not Islamic fundamentalist. He's a flexible religious practitioner. All right, it's not rigid.
What about the sit at home in the South? In any way reduced after Simon Nepa's arrest?
No, if it has reduced, even if you say it should reduce, people will not listen at it. They will stay at home because they are afraid.
Not define
Even if
sit at home directive.
You see,
Mondays.
let me tell you the truth. Governors are giving directives. Some governors, like Enugu, are overhauling. Say, please go about your normal business. Go about your. Who will go? Who will go? Nobody will go because nobody wants to die. So the only reduction in terms of this thing of EKPA'S this arrest is in the social media. Because some of these social media, they used to give us tension. When you look at it, I'm telling you the gospel truth. After it, you think something is happening. They will demonstrate, they bring armor greasy. You know, you think something is happening. Nothing. So this is the only area, propaganda. So that's the only area. But practically over there, I've traveled to the east 3 times. You know, that kind of thing. It's not reducing. I went to Calabar. I went to Umuahia for burial. I told you people 3 weeks ago. It's not reducing anything. It's not reducing anything. It's only in social media. Let us not politicize life. Security is life. Please. That's our plea. Yeah. Any other yes?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, 2 topics together. The morning that the Southwest governors to solve the issue of insecurity in their regions, and also the statement of Syria's Musa Mustafa that the arrest of Simon Ekpa has reduced insecurity in the Southwest. How realistic?
Let me first of all treat that statement of Ahmed Musa. It's not true. What he says is not true. Mustafa is also creating another propaganda. Nothing has reduced. When we talk about insecurity in the Southeast, you know, some people are still kidnapped during this unity or something. Immediately they entered their state, they were kidnapped. Do you know how many people that were just killed in Enugu recently? My line, even about 20 people killed. So the only thing that Simon Ekpa is responsible for, which me I don't like aspect of it. I like Simon Ekpa as being a versatile agitator and a dynamic one, but coming out gladly to accept killing of Nigerian soldiers, killing of innocent people, associating yourself with killing and maiming of people that refuse to obey, sit at home. I have problem with that. When somebody wants to support you, let them support you willingly, not that you will coerce them. Now, Yoruba will say, when you see the dead body of a wicked man outside, then you kick it. Then you have also become a wicked man. You said these people, they are terrorizing you. Then you started terrorizing your own people in the name of agitation. I have a problem with that. But does it mean that after the arrest of Simon Ekpa, there was security? I mean, the insecurity in the Southeast was reduced. I'm not agreeing with that. 20 people in a day, that's no sign of reduction in the insecurity. And sit at home is also going on. Maybe because of the unity that we just observed. That's why everybody you can marry. They are doing Christmas, you can marry. But I'm telling you that even after the arrest of Simon Ekpa, apart from ISWAP, there are still some numerous agitator bodies in the Southeast that they are not as popular as ISWAP. They are still there. And there are some people that want to even use the excuse of agitation to perpetrate their evil. So, arresting Simon Ekpa has not reduced anything in the Southeast. There are some, let me tell you, people don't know that it is the ruling of woman that usually being tough. If you put a woman in a charge, woman, go and check the history. You remember Margaret Thatcher, a young woman. You remember historically in Ibadan, put a woman in a particular position. They can be reckless more than man. Women can create havoc more than men. When it's gone, go and check his history. Brave woman, callous, kill anybody. They don't send. So that Ngozi Urabose is there now. Forget about it. He can do worse than that. Simon Ekpa. That does it. West government
to solve the issue of ISWAP their region?
Honestly speaking, I thank our Southwest governor, but their efforts alone cannot give us what we want. I want to appeal to every citizen of the Southwest that they should cooperate with our governor and expose evil planning of Fulani and Aboki to come and cite their Olori Buruku movement in their place, to come and cite it here. And who are the people that we ready to cover them? They are our extremist Muslims in Southwest. Yes, there are some extremists in our midst that they will be happy that the Boko Haram come to Southwest. And I've been telling them that if you cover any Boko Haram or Lakurawa or ISWAP or any evil organization in the Southwest, your family will be the first one to fall victim. The first bomb they will throw, it will land upon you and your daughter and your son and your family by the special grace of God. So it's not only the governor. I told him from the point of governorship, where to some extent, due to the antecedents that we have before, like coming together and form Amatekun, like coming together and form some security synergy, I believe they can do their best, but their best will not be enough without the support of ordinary citizens, both Muslim and the Christian. So Muslim extremists in the Southwest, listen very well, don't allow propagation of terrorism in the Southwest. Part of allowed propagation of terrorism is inviting for the Sharia law in Oyo. Let me tell you, you may think that nothing bad is Sharia law now. Sharia law is made for Muslims. It is only you that will understand that. Your fellow Muslim, fellow extremists, they will not understand. Immediately they see somebody, okay, part of it is that when there is Sharia law now, they may ban everybody from that or anybody that will be cooking during Salah when they are observing fasting. Nobody should sell food. You will be disturbing others. And when they see somebody eating, they will say, Sharia say we should stone you. Before you call the correct person, they will be carrying, because they are novice. And you that you want to bring, okay, look at the Deborah that was stoned to death in Sokoto that time. Even the Sharia, before you even stone him, you have to charge him to Sharia court. For the Sharia court to convict him. But these ignorant people, because you have instigated them, they are not even ready to subject anybody to Sharia court or any process. Go ahead straight and stone the person. And what happened? Nothing happened after he was being stoned to death. If those are the kind of routine you watch in Southwest, God will not agree for you. So everybody must stand up and say no to any establishment of terrorism. If not for the good people of Ilesa that reported the case, honestly speaking, the bad egg will be breeding and incubated and hatched, and we will witness something we don't want.
The president of Nigeria, delivered his promises. He gave during his new
on the tractor.
Tractors. So 55 tractors for distribution to farmers. Farmers should be happy.
I'm not impressed. Why I say I'm not impressed is that calling for revolution on agriculture is buying tractor is not all what we need. What we need is more than that. That is the truth of the matter. I was in Osun State when Oyinola came in. Oyinola bought like a 300 tractor. Does it make Osun State to be productive in agriculture? Oh. So buying tractor, you may buy tractor for some people. They will just be, some people they will pack it somewhere. Well, Aboki will just go there, remove engine and go sell it to the bowler. Condemn iron, condemn battery. That is the truth of the matter. So buying tractor alone is not enough. There are so many ways they can encourage youth to go into farming. Yes, organizing cooperative. Let me tell you, if they encourage you to go to farm, Mr. Mike, how we
Present insecurity.
those are the one of the when we were in secondary school, just 1, just 2, just 3. One of the things that we teach in agriculture is problem mitigating against agriculture in Nigeria. Now, insecurity was not part of the problem. Insecurity has come to it. Land tenure system was part of it before. What is it other time? Poor road network was part of it. But insecurity has come to it. So those are the problems that president needs to solve. before embarking on this kind of a thing. But in a peaceful atmosphere like Southwest, where we can go to farm, where we can even say, well, we can enjoy security to some extent, it's more than tractor. Organizing people, give them incentive, build house for them in a particular area where this is a farmland. They know what to do more than importing only tractor. We are still expecting more.
Thank you so much. Lucky man himself.
My big brother, God bless you. I know you are not the same. It's not easy.
I understand.
And the transportation is not easy. And I think thank God we're here to continue doing that. Missing your program. I will do that thing. I'll try my best.
All right, there are more developments coming.
Amen.
So that you can contribute.
God bless
Well,
you.
here you are.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right, to the Southwest governors. So what do we have papers? Southwest governors are working on intelligence reports as regards the influx of bandits and other terrorists. Now, the monarchs, the Orbans, have told them to be proactive. Looking at what they're doing right now, the likes of others started consulting each other, looking for a way to make sure that these guys are sent out. How do you feel about it?
I think for me,
Now, why are we not having that kind of...
Listen, let me say, when you talk about politics and arrangement, professional, talk about Southwest, we organize, respected. I listen to all analysts, that are brothers, and other things. I listen to them. There's cooperation, no matter how, whether PDP or APC, when it comes to this kind of thing, always unite. And another thing is, when I argue with Kule, I said, look, you don't blame the government for insecurity, like the Makinde, you mentioned Makinde. I don't know why every president that can always protect his own side, sort of a president of the whole nation, the whole country, only protecting their own APC side, and every blame they blame the government for that opposition. What do you think Makinde will do? When Gbowo took over and want to fight this back to drive them back, what happened? They used SSS to trace it, to bomb the house. So if the governor have taken that measurement, they will still fight the governor. Now thank God for their cooperation, but I feel we should go beyond that. Let me tell you, if you visit Lagos State, every morning you see more than 30 trailers coming with these people. You see them on top of trailers with malus. Who is checking them? Who is checking them? Nobody checked them. This morning, I live in my way, you see them passing, trailers. You don't know it's you. This one might be there, Tokora might be there, and they inflate Lagos. If anything happens in Lagos State, I think for me, I like their cooperation. Let others South, even the North, where they come from, are they secure? So the security have to do something. The president, every blame go to the president. If anything happens to Southwest, they call the president. That means even allow that army are shaking up their generals and their this here. But who are the ones heading the commanders? It's another problem. And Tinubu has to have the whole share. Buhari has the whole share. Goodluck has the whole share. All of that has the whole share. It's like there's politics, just to neutralize this present government because they don't like the way it's going. All this might happen. So if we try to fight the North and South, they will use it against the president. So the president is very careful. So for me, who is in charge of police, who is in charge of army, is the president, IG. The only commander the governor has is those who are working with him. IG cannot command the CP except have a good relationship with the CP. Say CP, so the part that he would like to take order from the IG that I want to go and destroy a particular place. He will call IG so go ahead. Otherwise, he will listen to the governor. It's like he married somebody that is married to wife. That's what the CP does. So for me, I like the move. The Southwest government is making, but they need to go beyond that. Check those people for border. You don't just start blaming Makinde or Makinde is in charge, collect security vote. Other government did not. They collect security vote. What are they doing? Every day they kidnap, they kill him. Even Edo State, I say APC now. I give you an example now. Why I say president always back their people up. When the PDP was there, that road, even security, it was not doing anything. But when the APC took over, they sent many tractors to that place to go and start bulldozing the road. Then the APC say, you see, I'm telling you that PDP is not working. So the people understand what is going on. So, my brother, the president needs to up and do it. So I think that's my own submission for it. I congratulate the Southwest. Let other states, others region, you know, look at, you know, they were organized. See, they were organized. Look at road, infrastructure, so many things. The Southwest government, they are doing well.
What are the factors affecting the unity of the Southeast governors?
You see, I'll give you an example. The way these other man came into power, Supreme Court, under federal government, people are not happy about that. You can see the way they are happy with the Abia State governor. They are still watching him according to what this guy said. And I learned that he traveled with the president last 2 weeks to one country, and he said he enjoyed the trip. But I prayed it should not be poison. Poison mean, you know, lure into APC. Because I don't trust politicians. Then the Southeast governor, I think they need to unite. The people there, let me tell you, as they say for Nabikalu, they respect Nabikalu. But today, for governor of Anambra to say that even though you release the Nabikalu, there's not going to be peace. It's like the thing has become something else. I understand that what they want is a Biafra. But if agreement should make and will come and let's see in a week, in a month. He said it has been release me. I'm going to make sure that stop up insecurity. Now I'll be arrested. This Southeast is not, there's no peace in there. Every Monday they still go on yes, every Monday.
Yes, it has reduced.
But I won't lie, don't tell lies. I am not there, but according to people that ask, they say on Monday nobody come out. The last one they come out when he come up and you say, come out, I will protect you. If you don't open, I will seal up your district. When some people came out, these people come out nowhere. Do you think police, you have police in everywhere? I told you where I live in Lambert. You can be there for 2 months, 3 months, just see what a uniform man. What are you talking about? Even as I am now, if I'm safe with my brother, I don't hear small pipe flag. I say, why do I come here? I'm feel regretted. Because if you call, you cry, who will rescue you? They will come and eat with you. Maybe, you know, so Nigerian security, you came in a rural area like Lagos, all this Abuja, you see them, they can go in there, the bush, just where this bandit is and discuss them. That's the only thing. So for Southeast, for me, I think they need to unite, they need to come back again. That's why you release in Abikalo, but let's do it. Let the president do it. There's some people who are behind that. That's wrong. That's why I say, yes, it's a political weight. That's why I say it's an opposition. He support opposition, even support the new party, the president. So let them listen to him. Hand over in Abikalo to one of these people, and let's see for 1 month. If we not even, we are talking about Southeast, it's only Southeast. Everywhere in Nigeria is not secure, brother. You know, people are hungry. People are, and the worst thing now, most of the youth, where is the job? I give the example now. This NIA, some people want to register for JAM now or for WAEC. For 1 week now, system is not going. And what they expect us to do? So my brother, all this system has collapsed. I expect this president to do something. We can't wait for 15 years. Every sector, insecurity. Are you talking about food? The tractor you say you bought. If you carry tractor, keep ABCD, they will sell it to maybe Niger. And if you enter in the land now, a land that have not been entered for 50 years, if you go there and go and somebody will come and you see, so the president first will secure the land. This livestock you are measuring, have you seen the effect? Everything just, the president needs to sit down. Now, we are talking about 2027. And let me tell you, the North are not happy with him. They are looking away. How this one say you want to dislodge all this Fulani, Southwest, all this ISWAP. They will tell you they are not ISWAP. You want to dislodge our people who are coming to just farm or to do. No. Very soon you come back and say, look, you said it. You see, if the Southwest governors now make a move now, the next thing now you hear on Kano, they will do meeting, they'll start sending our people back. Say because they want to. they don't believe that they don't believe the national leaders. They don't believe. They believe they are coming to look for daily bread. You know why? They say the president move that the man is trying to dominate the north. Say, you did not vote for me. I buy my vote. So they have all this in mind. So they will do all this to make sure that they tell us, look, 2027 we are going to tackle you. So the president should use his number 6. For me, they should make sure that the South people benefit for your government, so that if anything happens for the North, they will support you. But now, both the North, both the Southwest, both South, nobody's happy with it. I think you need to do something. That's my solution.
Okay, to Mr. Felix, good morning to you. You are encountering
Assistant.
Mr. Akunle is a political genius. He supports APC to die. He doesn't see any other party what they are doing, whether it's good or bad. That's why I counter Mr. Akunle. He should not be short-sighted. He should look at it holistically. That's why I counter him.
All right, that is serious statement, Mr. Christopher, that insecurity has reduced. Southeast is what we've been discussing and this morning, and having getting some messages, private messages from some of our people saying that it has not reduced, while some are saying that truly reduced, not that it has gone finally.
If I want to say, maybe because of the festive period, this December, you know, that December, every one of them come home to celebrate for the festive period and the new year. They will come home, the whole place will be cool and calm. If you talk about December, that the insecurity has gone down, I will accept. So, according to this, my brother, I said every year, December, it normally comes down.
Why is it so?
Because because all the people, their kindred, every one of them are coming home to come and celebrate. It's a time they come together. You can see.
Which means the criminal elements who are celebrating.
They will come home now. They want every yes. They will now. They have to come and re-strategize. For that, I would say the CDS is correct on that, but the insecurity in the southeast is still high. I have a younger brother that is in Onitsha. They don't go out on Monday. Their Monday is their Sunday. They like Tuesday, which was yesterday, is their Monday. They work Tuesday to Saturday, which their Saturday is Friday. So that's how they do. So this is not they say then say. It is the reality on ground. So he should know that. Maybe he just got into the office and he's trying to study the terrain.
Now, he was saying it before the house yesterday. That's the House of Representatives. Now to the Southwest governors on their move to make sure that the region is secure. They are working on intelligence reports that regards the influx of bandits and other terrorists like ISWAP and all of that. Now, would you call this a good move? And why are we not seeing that kind of move by the Southeast governors? I asked some of your colleagues before.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say that the Southeast, their nature of the way they brought them up,
or the way they practice politics.
The way they practice politics is different from the way they practice politics in the Southwest. In the Southeast, everybody wants to dominate. For example, what brought the issue of insecurity in Imo State is the Supreme Court governor that brought the insecurity in Imo State. Someone that came forth became number one. That alone turned the state to a state of anarchy. Look at Anambra. A governor of Anambra, Charles Soludo, his brother is Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? He is not even supporting his brother. He doesn't want it. He doesn't even want him to come out. You can see the politics, the way they play their politics.
You are the one saying that. I don't think he has ever said that he doesn't want to come out of detention.
The body language, the way he speaks. You understand? The way he speaks. Even when they appointed, even when they appointed the wife of Ojukwu, Bianca, they still went against it. So the way they run their politics, if you are not so strong, Modogu, you don't have that charisma, you can't play politics in the southeast. They will waste you. They're coming to the southwest here. The way they play politics in the southwest is a different way. You have to belong so that they can make you belong. If you don't belong, they will put you aside. If you don't belong to the ruling class, your voice will not be heard at all. What happened in Lagos State? If it is an opposition state that thing happened, do you know that the APC, they know how to manipulate the media? I'm sorry, I have to say this. They know how to manipulate the media. The media will turn the whole thing, twist the whole thing. The APC are good in propaganda, in manipulating news. And I want to say this, that at the end, everything will work well. Like in the case of the insecurity in the southwest, the governors are not sincere to themselves. If they are sincere to themselves, the traditional ruler, the chiefs, the Bale, and every other people will come together and secure their territory. It does not mean it has to come from the governor. It has gotten to the aim of the government. That's why they are coming together. Akeredolu did that. It was effective. It's not every of the southwest governor that supported Akeredolu. A governor like Lagos State never supported Akeredolu. And the
establishment of Amoteku. I remember.
You understand? And that alone kills the morale. They are not always, because they are not always in one tune. This one of the Babaloni party. Who are you? Who are you going to bring? But if it's a superior person in the southwest, like Baba Jagaban, brings what is it, every one of them will embrace it because they know that they are going to benefit one way or the other. I want to say this finally. The way we are practicing democracy is not the way other countries are practicing democracy. They are killing the people, and the governors, the Senate, the president, and every one of them are folding their hand until they begin to be affected. Maybe until they begin to kidnap one of the prominent people before they will wake up to their responsibility and see that they have to, the security of the people, of the citizens are prominent. And I would like to say the government should wake up from their slumber and ensure that security should be taken as number one. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Felix. Before we go, now that the Southwest governors are coming together, other security issues in the state, what do you think will happen to these terrorists?
I think these terrorists now, because it's like their days are numbered now. You see what is happening now. When you watch what is happening again now, it's like Jagaba is stretching them. They are stretching it back on the ground. They have to dismantle his region. If care is not taken, they don't wake up earlier on. They will overpower them. Now, ISWAP is now in the southwest. My imagine, see, it's a language of paying back. They are threatening themselves. It's a game play. Jagaba, it's like when you are hearing what is happening in the north, it's like Jagaba have betrayed them. They are afraid of the future. That's one question of different individuals. And the way Jagaba is doing things, they are not happy on the ground. So what would they do? They have to swap those people to their side. So we never hear this type of a language before. So we have been hearing this security, kidnapping and all that. But now it's actual, the highest in the land of the Noka. After Boko Haram, see this Lapura, but now the senior one, ain't there for Yoruba land now. The place not taken, they will kill everybody. But let them wake up in time and checkmate them and let Israel. Because where we are going, it's a long way to nice place. It says the truth, balance. Kabali starts is on that scenario is happening there. One man. Now, because they look at Bali, Southwest, Yoruba land, every potential house, they grab them, they will cause confusion. So there will be division. Because they are planning for 2027. Because they are planning to appreciate Jagaba should pray and let Nigeria see the reality of democracy. Then, multitude. Now, it's not even his back. So now, the Southwest, the insecurity, the backfire, the road of finish. So let them come together. I like what they are doing. That's why I know say Yoruba people, they are all praying, they different from people praying. Different people also praying. They are when they calm down, when they calm down, they see when they say to themselves like this Gani Adam and Sonny Boo. Then they claim Gani Adam authority. Authority when Gani Adam is supposed to the chop. Now Sonny Boo the chop and because Sonny Boo, Gani Adam at the end of the day, he now enter politics level and stuff. When you say Ore no kaka for that man, that language alone, they don't want you where to enter Southwest, say you want for. Because he was dancing with the politician, he no coffee. When they hear Gani Adam before he fall. OPC, you don't say you must run away, but now, where are they? Because they don't follow the people chop. Now their power now reduced. So the bull now carry the power for head. At the end, there was a limit. I believe now maybe they don't do settle. Because if they don't settle, they will kidnap their land. And I wish they settle. Because ISWAP is a dangerous worldwide. And so put the weapon different from our weapon. If they fire around, people will die now. So may they try to mitigate the threat to checkmate them. And let this one, the war will be over. Let this one. That's what I will do.
Thank you so much, Oluwawan. I appreciate you for coming on board. Okay, so Gentleman Mike, good morning, Gentleman Mike. How are you doing, sir? All right, we're talking about insecurity and the state of the nation. I'm looking at the move by the Southwest government on obtaining these guys, these criminal elements in the society. Now, the question I want to ask is that how with the help of the federal security and other security, outfits in the Western region, Southwest. Do you think these guys will be flushed out? Can they be flushed out? ISWAP. Another terrorist.
It's very possible that they can be flushed out if kind of synergy we are seeing among the governors now, Southwest governors as we have mentioned, is sustained. Don't forget containing insecurity liabilities about information, about intelligence, information sharing and all of that. So if they have decided to cooperate among themselves, I think it's a good step in the right direction in terms of sharing information, knowing who is doing what in terms of the local security system they are put in place. I'm talking in terms of those ones can comb the forests. Don't forget, these guys move within those forests. So those ones are trained to comb the forests and give timely information to conventional securities that can come in to really flush them out. I don't know the level of, I don't know the kind of weapon they have approved for their protectors now. So most of the thing, most of what they will be able to do is more of getting information and give it to the conventional security so that those ones can really come in to finish the job. So it's a good step in the right direction. It is possible that the Southwest governors or Southwest generally are able to dislodge these bandits if this level of synergy that we're seeing among them is maintained. Information is shared, timely information is shared, and all of that.
Is peace gradually coming back to the eastern part of the country according to the CDS, Musa Christopher, yesterday when he appeared before the House, he said that the arrest of Simon Eba has reduced insecurity in that region. And according to some of our reviewers on today's program, they said no, it has not reduced anything, it has not even solved anything. Instead, it's getting high on this. Is it true?
Yeah, I think the piece that Chief of Defense Staff is talking about should be a piece of the graveyard. It's not a good omen. It's not a sign of peace, in the real sense of peace.
No restoration of peace.
You know, when I have always said that when you see oppression, where there is silence in the midst of oppression, it is not. It doesn't promote peace. When there is silence in the midst of oppression, that silence doesn't promote peace. That was why I called it the silence of the graveyard. It's not a good omen. That we are seeing probably resemblance of peace, real peace now, doesn't mean there is peace in that. Don't also forget that in the midst of this agitation in the southeastern states, there are other things that are going on. There are other criminal elements that are using the cover of agitation to perpetrate their own activities. It's going on, everything is under agitation. But if you analyze what has been going on within that space critically, you know that there are other elements doing their thing that has nothing to do with the agitation. That has nothing to do with even what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believed in and all of that. People are pushing their own issue, their own interests. That also arm of criminality is ongoing.
And it brings me back to what somebody said sometime ago, that even if you release Nnamdi Kanu today, it can't stop insecurity in the southeast.
He knows exactly what he's talking about.
But people are not seeing it from his own angle.
He understands what he's talking about because there are several interests in this whole
agitation.
There are other interests that has nothing to do with agitation, that has nothing to do with what Nnamdi Kanu believe in and all of that. So we cannot begin to applaud what is going on there now. It will be too early for applause. Things has to be analyzed properly. Those that are genuine agitators must be identified and engaged by the government. Those that are perpetrating other criminal activities must be engaged as well and taken out.
Thank you so much, viewers all over the world, we appreciate you for joining us today. Tomorrow is another day, bringing you this program. Thank you so much. And if you are told Jacob Adedeki, I really appreciate you. God bless you. King Henry, Robert Uche. In the comment section, I have Gladys Yabo. I have Kate Perry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Williams Academy, we appreciate you. Indeed, Wisdom, we appreciate you as well. We have T and some other. There's a Chima, appreciate you as well. And some other viewers watching us presently. We appreciate you. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.